All right, peeps. Welcome to our first Q&A. Maybe the only Q&A. Let's see how it goes. I'm just going to take the questions. I ain't going to say who they're from, and it should be interesting. So, first question: how many tacos lead to a pickle? Well, the answer is none. You can have a taco or a pickle anytime. Sub question: how many pickles lead to a taco? Same answer. You need no reason to have tacos or pickles. You're welcome. Let's see. When you started playing and who influenced you to do so? I started when I was 13 or 14 playing bass, and Cliff Burton. He's the one that influenced me. Let's see. How long does it take to write a song? And how many tacos are involved? Again, tacos are always involved, so. About, as far as the length goes, it depends. I mean, I've wrote songs in like 5 minutes, like Apocalypse Bound. I've wrote some songs, they take a little bit longer. It just depends on the groove and how much you want to put into it. If the song needs more, then you fiddle with it a little bit more. But in my personal experience, it's better to just write it quick and be done with it. Otherwise, you linger on everything, and that goes with mixing and mastering too, in my opinion. It's never going to be perfect, so why bother? Who was the member that introduced and brought punk rock into the band? All right. I know who this is from and why he's asking this. I personally grew up on The Offspring and Misfits, but when Adam joined the band, he added a lot more like Op Ivy and NoFX and Pennywise and that kind of stuff. Kind of expanded my punk horizons, if you will. Alright, what made you pick up the guitar besides Metallica? Okay, well, Metallica is the reason I picked up bass. The reason I picked up guitar is because I was playing in a band and the dude was learning Crazy Train. And I was like, well, I could do that. I ended up playing better than the guy, so he jumped over to singing. So I guess Randy Rhoads would be the best answer for that. Randy Rhoads and Tony Iommi. Let's see. What is your best song and why is it Surfside Slasher? I agree. I think that's our best song. That's like the F2C song. And that was such a fun song to write. I did a behind the song on that if you want to check it out on our channel here. And let's see. This is a two-parter. What is your all-time favorite riff? And if you had to pick one album to listen to for the rest of your life, what would it be? Alright, I'll answer the album part first because that's easy. It would be Offspring, Ixnay on the Hombre. All-time classic. A lot of people expect me to say Metallica, but Offspring is what has my heart. So, there you go. All-time favorite riff. As far as other people's riffs, I would say my go-to is probably War Pigs. I think that whole progression there in the middle, where it leads to the solo, that's probably my favorite. As far as our riffs go, that's a tough one. I'd probably say Surfside or Whiskey's pretty fun. Dissecting's pretty fun. So yeah, I'd probably go with the Code. That's one of my favorites too. And let's see, we got more here. How can I get a hold of your booker? Well, that's me. And a lot of people make comments like, you guys play all the time. That's what I do all the time. It's just booking shows, much to the chagrin of all past bandmates and current bandmates. I can't say no. It's an addiction, and we'll talk about that later. My favorite band to see live. As far as like national bands, I would say BB King was my favorite. And as far as local bands, Appalachian Death Cult. If you get the chance, check them out. Highly recommend it. And Grafted, they're really good too. And Wicked Ways. Once More Again. Those are all younger bands I would recommend to people. The story of my flame guitar. Okay, that's my dime bag. And I didn't break it out till like we were playing live like for 2 years. I brought it out at the gym in Sevierville for a metal show and just stuck with it. I've had it since 2008 when it first came out. It's got the EMG 8185s in it. I'm not a real gearhead. I've had the Floyd Rose blocked off because I don't use a Floyd Rose. And yeah, that's the story of it. I ordered it online. Got it from Musician's Friend, I think. If not punk rock, what other genre would you like to play in a band? All of them. I would play in every single kind of band if I could. One of my go-tos would be a blues band. That'd be really fun, especially on guitar or bass or drums. I'll get to that question last. The story of March Out of Darkness, I've talked about it in a personal post that you can check on my Facebook page. It was in September when I posted it. And when is the next Behind the Song? Hopefully next week. I've gotten really behind on Behind the Song. I've gotten really behind on a lot of things. So hopefully next week. And let's see, final question. Why are you retiring? I get this one almost every time I see somebody. There's a lot of reasons. One, like I referred to earlier, I am addicted to shows, playing them, booking them. I need to slow down, and I'm a very all or nothing person. I can't just do one and take some time off. That's just not how I work. That's worked with every aspect of my life. So I just need to step away, and my wife has had some medical stuff, so we want to take care of that. I'd like to spend time with her, some more time with her, and some other people, and family, and all that good stuff. And we're wanting to move to California. I can hear the groans now, but that's somewhere we'd like to be, and I've had family out there, and we just liked it when we went out there, so that's the goal. Hopefully it works out. Will I miss it? Yes. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be depressed and all that good stuff. But the band's in good shape, and I'm happy to pass it on. Jordan helped me out at a time I didn't know I really needed it, so it's cool to be able to pass it on to him and Willow and Corey and all them, Elizabeth, Olivia. They're all good people. And it's cool to see something you're so passionate about still be able to continue without you, and to give them something. And that's really what I've gotten out of this whole experience. Is like when Nick came to me and he didn't, he was just wanted to jam, and then I showed him, gave him some place to practice his drums and stuff, and now he plays in a church. He's starting his own other projects, so it's cool to see that effect on people and the effect on the local scene and stuff. I wouldn't never known about the local scene if I didn't become part of it, and that's been really one of my favorite experiences as well. So many good bands that people never get to see, and I enjoy those way more than any national shows, I'll tell you right now. Do I have any regrets on it? Probably not going on like a week-long tour. That's probably the biggest one. But from what I've heard, I'm not missing a lot. Either way, my time is coming, so there's that. Will you come back? No, I will not be coming back under any circumstances. I've made my decision. I feel good about my decision, and it's time for me to explore some other things. So, thank you for everybody that wants me to, but it's just not in the cards. What's next for you? I'd like to get more into retro gaming. I've been building a collection of all kinds of stuff that I've had no time to do because I'm always doing band stuff. Just don't get me wrong, I love doing band stuff, and we already talked about why. Alright, I believe that does it for all the questions. If you have any more, you can put them in the bottom of this video, and if there's enough questions, I'll make another one. Hope you had fun, and we'll see you soon. It's almost Misfits season, my favorite season of the year. The Misfits shows are always fun. The Suicide Awareness shows are really fun too. They're a different kind of fun. It's like it's important work to do, and it's important fun, And the band is going to continue those if I haven't already said that. But the Misfits show is where I get to let loose and just have fun, and people get to sing along. It's so much fun when people sing along, whether it's our songs or somebody else's songs. I don't care. That is the best feeling ever, and especially when the kids get involved. That's super cool. All right, that does it for me. See y'all next time.